Alright guys, let's talk about diffusers. In my previous videos you have seen me several times using those custom built frames, metal frames where I have the diffusion material attached and I place it between my light and the product, and then I get this really beautiful soft light. Those are my custom built diffusers, and I have built those frames and then I use lead diffusion materials on it to create those beautiful gradients and soft lights, soft shadows, whatever I need at the moment. I'm going to show you this just quickly today, how I built these, so you could maybe get some ideas how to build your own, and then you can get better images. There is no one specific way to build those frames. This is really up to your creativity, because I haven't even seen people using picture frames. You just need a solid frame and you can attach your diffusion material on it. That's it, simple. I'm using these metallic frames. I picked up all the materials from our local hardware store, and what I'm using here is aluminum square pipe, and it's like 1 meter by 1 meter, and there are those specific plastic corners that I can stick into one pipe and the other one, and then I get this beautiful 90-degree angle. And when I'm using this for all of those corners, then I have that correct square strong frame. And this is quite strong because it doesn't bend if I want to bend it like that. So this is something that I can use to attach my diffusion materials on it, and I just use simple tape. I will tape it on and that's it. And these are my frames. And when it is taped on, then I can just show you. This is finished frame, and here you see I have this material. I used transparent tape, taped it on the frame, and I can use however I want it, and it's really strong and solid. It doesn't bend, and when I'm just putting this over something, then I don't have to be worried that it might bend and fall off or something like that. For example, wooden frames. I have used wooden frames before, and I have one old one here as well. Just to show you this one. This is my, I don't know, I think it's the first one I ever built. It's really old. It's kind of antique already. I used wooden sticks and assembled this with nails and a little bit tape into the corners just to make it as much as possible solid, but it's not, obviously. That's the issue. And then I taped my material onto the frame. But the main issue I had with this frame is that it's bending too much. When I'm putting this over a composition or something, I always had to use at least 2 clamps to make it as steady as possible. And it was really like unstable every time I used it. And sometimes I've even clamped it up, and then it has fallen onto my composition and it has ruined my photo shoots. So I decided to build those specific metallic frames. So this metallic frame was without any connections. This is just a frame that I can freely place wherever I need, and I can attach that to the light stands, for example, with clamps, and that's it. But I have also this frame which I'm using with C-stand, and this is something that I just modified a little bit. I drilled a hole through the frame and put the bolt through it, and then I can use my clamps on the C-stand to clamp it properly into place, and then I have really solid, proper diffuser to use. And I can just move that however I need, and then it stays as I put it in there. That's it. It doesn't move, it doesn't bend, and it's really strong and solid, and that's my favorite solution in the studio, because now I can change the height. I can go really high with those, because if it doesn't have this connection and it's just a frame, then it was a bit difficult to get those on the higher levels, because you need to clamp it, and I didn't have that good light stands and it was uncomfortable. But this is a good solution. I can change the position for that however I like. So yeah, I think if you are building those frames, then use square material. It's stronger, it doesn't bend through that easily, and put these connections onto the frames as well, so you can use these with C-stands. It's much more comfortable. And sometimes there are situations where I can't use those diffusers because they are having frames. The issue is that when you are shooting, for example, really glossy products, then on glossy products, chrome or something like that, you start to see those frames. So to avoid having this visible, then I usually take just a roll of diffusion material, roll it down, put it on the C-stand, and then I have those clean edges and I don't have the frame visible on the product, which is quite a big issue sometimes when I'm shooting those high chrome reflective products. And yeah, this is something that you can avoid. Just place your roll of diffusion material on the C-stand and roll it down, and that's it. Easy to use, even for the background. I have used this for the background, and sometimes I get this frame visible through the bottle, for example, transparent bottle I'm shooting, then I see those lines inside the bottle. That's an issue sometimes. Then I need to bring this as close to the product as possible, and then I can avoid those frames being visible. But other than that, they are really comfortable to use, and I hope you got some ideas how to build your own frames. And let me know if you have any questions how to build them, then just write in the comments, and I will answer these as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.